Hello digital friends and welcome to this Wait, this is completely wrong. Just give me a second, okay? Servus miteinander und grüß euch digitale Freunde. Herzlich willkommen zu diesem Video. Prost! Das war nur Wasser. As some of you may know, I'm from Munich, Bavaria, Germany. And there's a proverb that says a man has to plant a tree, build a house and make a child in life. In Bavaria, you also have to brew your own beer. Not really, but we're doing it anyway. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Tobi and this channel is all about learning, trying new things, developing skills and many other things. So if you are interested and you like the content, please consider subscribing to this channel because it's obviously amazing and absolutely free. As you might have guessed, this episode is about brewing beer, and since I have neither the equipment nor the knowledge how to brew beer, we have to visit Josie's brother, Robert. Robert? Robert. It's Robert. It's a German name. Okay, pronounce it right. Robert. Hey!
Come on in.
Oh wow. Okay. What are we going to do today?
I told you so, it's rocket science.
Rocket science?
Yeah, we're brewing our own beer today.
And I thought we'd just drink beer.
That as well.
First you have to make sure that everything is really clean. Really clean.
This doesn't smell like beer? Nope.
In addition, I should say that it is absolutely essential to clean everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything that comes in contact with the liquid. It should be avoided that bacteria accumulate and the beer starts to mold before you can drink it. But now to the 4 steps of brewing. So let us start with the first step, the mashing. In our case, this is done in an oversized water boiler. We fill the kettle with 13 liters of water and insert the mash tun into which the malt is then filled. After the water is heated to 60 degrees, the malt is added. It is important to stir constantly, otherwise the mash bakes solid. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm looking for beer outside of the window. No, I'm just calibrating this tool which measures the amount of sugar in our wort. So just need to check if there's already enough sugar in it or not.
And it's impossible to...
Just taste. Oh, it's right. It's enough.
No, it's impossible to pronounce this tool because it's a diffractometer.
Yeah.
And we don't know how it's called in English.
I don't know. Maybe there's like it's handheld refractometer as a.
It's a refractometer.
So yeah.
During mashing, starch is dissolved from the malt. By heating the mash, enzymes become active, which break it down into fermentable and unfermentable sugars. There's another simple and fast test to check the complete saccharification of the mash. Saccharification, oh, whatever. First, a spoonful of the liquid is taken and spread on a plate. Then a drop of iodine is added. If starch is still present in the beer, a clear iodine-starch reaction occurs and the liquid turns blue, black or violet. However, if the starch has already been completely converted into soluble sugar, the iodine solution retains its own color. Wow, everyone who watches this video till the end deserves a science diploma. For real. First, different hops are weighed. In our case, we decided to use strong aroma hops among other things. The hop varieties often have mystical names like Mosaic, Topaz or Galaxy. Very spiritual. The hop mix then determines the taste of the finished beer. The mash tun is removed from the boiler and the first batch of hops is added. The rest of the mash is poured off with a little boiling water to avoid wasting any of the wort. Then the wort is brought to boil and more hops are added. This process is called the whirlpool. Strong stirring creates a whirlpool and solid particles, mainly hop residues, but also remnants of the malt and so on, are collected in a cone in the middle of the tank. Sounds crazy, but it's just physics. Now it's time to filter the beer. We have used a kind of a sieve to separate all the coarse particles and hop residues from the liquid. The smell is... no, it's good. Yeah, it's a good smell. Really hoppy.
Yeah. You also smell it? Mm-hmm. That's good. Okay.
Then the brew has to be cooled down to about 20 degrees with the help of a cooling spiral. This takes quite a while and is really boring to watch, so let's jump to the penultimate step. Here she comes. When the wort is at a comfortable temperature, the brewer adds the yeast. On average, the yeast now has 1 week to transform the fermentable sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide. After the main fermentation, the yeast is then transferred to the bottles to continue fermenting with a spoonful of sugar. There the yeast continues to ferment, depending on the beer style, for 10 days or several weeks.
Abgefüllt. Prima.
And ta-da! It's ready! The first home-brewed beer. And honestly, it tastes really good. I'm not the ultimate beer specialist, but it tastes as good as the craft beers you can buy at the store. It was definitely a great experience, even it took the whole day. And the beer has a pretty cool name. It's called Hoppy Ending. At this point, I wanted to say thanks to Robert, aka the Brewfessor, who provided his knowledge and his whole equipment for this video. Thank you. He knows everything about beer and he brews quite often, so if you want to check him out, I will link his Instagram and his website down in the description. Go check it out. Okay, my friends, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like the content. Thank you for watching and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Prost!